Welcome to The Explainer. You know, if you've built a great product, but your sales are just stuck at zero, you don't need to work harder. You just need a better playbook. And today, that's exactly what we're going to build.
Okay, let's just jump right into this. Because if you've ever felt that pit in your stomach, refreshing your sales page and just seeing nothing, you are definitely not alone. It is a super common and honestly a deeply frustrating place for so many passionate business owners to be.
I mean, it often feels like you're just facing this digital world that's full of locked doors, right? You're trying to do everything. You're on social media, you're trying to blog, maybe you're even dabbling in ads. But all that effort, all that hustle, it just isn't turning into actual income. And you're left feeling completely overshadowed and frankly just overwhelmed.
But here is the big realization that really changes everything, and I mean it. The problem probably isn't your brilliant idea. It's not your work ethic. It's the lack of a clear, simple plan. You don't have a playbook to connect that amazing idea with the people who are actually out there waiting to buy it. So this is the core principle we're going to follow. Success isn't about doing more. It is absolutely about doing what matters. A focused strategy is what unlocks growth. And in this explainer, we are going to build that exact strategy step by step.
All right, let's start building our playbook. And we're starting with the absolute foundation. I'm serious, before you spend a single dollar on ads or write one social media post or even think about designing a web page, you have to know, really know exactly who you are talking to. And here we can see a really powerful distinction. You see, most businesses, they stop at demographics, the who. They know their customer's age, maybe their location. But the real connection, the real magic, it comes from psychographics, the why. What are their biggest challenges? What are their secret goals and dreams? That, right there, is where the good stuff happens.
And getting this part right is totally non-negotiable. Why? Well, because every single marketing decision you make, I'm talking from the words on your website to the social media platforms you choose, it all flows from this deep, deep knowledge of your audience. It's the foundation for everything.
Okay, so once you know exactly who you're talking to, it is time for step 2. We need to build the one place online that you completely own and control. This is your digital headquarters. Your website, it's not just another thing on your to-do list. It's the anchor for your entire digital strategy. I want you to think of it like the hub of a wheel. Social media, ads, emails, they're all the spokes, and they should all lead right back to this central, powerful home base. But here's the thing. Not all websites are created equal. These 5 elements you see here are what turn a simple online brochure into an actual sales machine. Is it easy for people to find what they're looking for? Is it fast and mobile friendly? And, maybe most importantly, does it clearly tell visitors what to do next? That's your call to action, your CTA, and it is crucial. So your digital hub is now built, it's ready for visitors. Awesome. But how do they find you? Well, that brings us to our next step. Building the pathways that bring your ideal customers right to your digital front door. The very first pathway is SEO. Now, I know that acronym can sound super technical and intimidating, but at its core, it's actually really simple. SEO is just about making your website the single best, most helpful, most relevant answer to the questions your ideal customers are typing into Google. That's it. And we can break it down into these 3 pretty manageable steps. First, you just have to figure out what they're searching for. Those are your keywords. Second, you use those keywords naturally on your site. And third, you show search engines you're a trusted source by getting mentioned on other sites. See? You can start that process today. So next up are your outreach channels. Social media, that's like your public town square. It's fantastic for building broad awareness and a sense of community. Email, on the other hand, well, that's your direct, personal, one-on-one conversation. It's where you really nurture those relationships and, at the end of the day, turn followers into loyal customers. They serve different but critically important complementary purposes. All right, finally, let's look at the step that really ties everything together. How do you actually know if your efforts are working? This is how you stop guessing and you start growing your business with real, actionable intelligence. And here's how I want you to reframe the whole scary topic of data. Forget about being some math wizard buried in spreadsheets, okay? Analytics are nothing more than your customers' behaviors turned into feedback. They are literally telling you with every single click what they love and what they couldn't care less about. And the good news is, you don't need to track 100 different things. Just focusing on a few key metrics, like these, can give you incredibly powerful insights. Is your traffic going up? Are people actually opening your emails? And the big one, are they taking that final action? This tells you exactly what to do more of. It's that simple. So, to wrap it all up, this is it. This is your playbook. 4 simple, powerful steps that take all the mystery out of digital marketing and put you back in control. You find your people, you build your hub, you reach out with a clear purpose, and then you listen to the results so you can adapt and grow. You know, this explainer gives you the map, but every journey on Earth starts with a single step. So the real question is, which one of these steps can you start today? Because that one small action, that's what begins the journey from zero to sales.